This your boy R8dr Rog. Like I told you earlier when I was making my bomb ass cheesecake, right? Dig it. We're gonna have some more south of the border motherfucking delicacy. We're gonna have R8dr Rog style a steak motherfucking burritos. But the only way to make them motherfuckers real good is if you got the other condiments to go with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I make my homemade guacamole and my homemade salsa to go with these steak burritos. Dig it. Check me out. First off, gotta have you some good ass avocados. Right? Get all this shit out the way. I dig them out. Alright, take the skin off. Get them out the way. Because we don't need it. Right? Now, best way to do it is get some nice, ripe, tender avocados. If you don't, then you're going to have a problem. This here is going to be my bowl. So what I'm going to do is take all my pieces of avocado and throw it in there. But you also got to make sure, see that? To get all of your avocado and the seed part off into the bowl. So what you see what I do, I use the back end of a fork to do what I need to do. Don't like a mess, so I have everything premeditatedly placed away. Y'all know what that word means, premeditated. All you motherfuckers that done committed murder, rape, and motherfucking premeditated dirty ass works. Right? So, you see, I have 3 avocados, but only 2.5 of them was worth fucking with. Dig it? So I got that there. Inspection. Don't need that. That ain't gonna be good. Tomatoes. Move that out the way, right? As I showed you on my taco video, I de-seed my tomatoes. Right? Also do a nice, flat, shallow cut. Everything's good. Everything's good. Couple of pieces. Again, not gonna kill you, not gonna hurt you. Now, when you're doing avocados, and you're doing your tomatoes and your onions for your homemade guacamole, you need to do a lot more cutting. You need to do some mincing, right? So check me out. See, I minced these motherfuckers up. Because what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to blend them together so they have a nice, smooth, creamy texture like you know how to do with your guacamole. Who the fuck likes a lumpy, nasty ass guacamole? Nobody. Again, I tell you, check your centerpieces, right? Now, when you do your centerpieces, you want to make sure that you get that out the way. Because that part, not good. Now, as you see, I mince them up real good, right? You bring it in, mince it, and it looks like a slush, and then you catch some of the little pieces from the guacamole shell. Don't want it, don't need it, not good for it. Dig it. Right? Now, always do this here. It's gonna get messy. But if you don't have one like mine, yeah, I feel bad for you. You throw those in. Very simple. Very simple. Right? But you also need red onions. Now, I start off breaking the whole goddamn onion down. This motherfucker tried to run. Hey, dig it. We don't deal with runners, right? Yeah, fuck with it. Okay, dig it. Now, we chop it down. And again. Now, I see that I'm going to have to use my hand as a guard. Reason being because when you mincing and chopping, a lot of pieces tend to pop off and, again, try to run. As you can see, some of them are still doing. Clean, sweet, and mix. Alright, check me out, folks. Now you're starting to see how they're breaking down. Because the biggest thing is, you don't want to have big ass clumps and big ass chunks of shit. You want your shit to be creamy. That's why you got the avocado. The avocado is the creamy part. And the lettuce and tomato and the lettuce and the onions are the bitty pieces. Now check me out, folks. Now you see, after I mince it, I put a nice big chop, bring it together, big chop, because I have more pieces and I clean the blade because eventually they gonna climb on the blade. All these motherfuckers trying to run. We ain't doing that, right? We ain't letting it run. We letting it run, boy? Nope. Hell no. All right, now check me out, folks. See, your boy R8dr Rog, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Now just imagine if I was to cut me a motherfucker. Basically, I'm gonna tell you who I would cut. I'm gonna cut me a goddamn Charger fan, a goddamn Kansas City fan, and a goddamn motherfucking punk ass Broncos fan. So every ingredient I got, you just put one of them son bitches on it. Put one of them son bitches on it and see what the fuck I do. Because I'm surgical with this motherfucker, right? Alright, dig it. I'm just fucking with y'all. Alright, now, we got these pretty much minced up. It's about as good as we gonna get it. Because we still want all of the flavors to blend and mix. Again, we don't like nothing to overtake the next one. So, we're pouring it, slide it into that bowl. Bring it, slide it into that bowl. See, now I keep my countertop clean, so anything that fucking falls off, fair game. Motherfucking fair game. Except for this one, it still has a little skin on it, so. Alright, now, we do this, we do that. Now I gotta wash my hands. Dig it, now look at that right there. You see fresh vegetables on the blend. Right? Now let's roll. Now what you do is you take you a nice fork. You use a fork, my opinion, so you can jab and break down the avocados. All right. And then you blend it you stir and you blend. Stir and blend. Now, a lot of the avocados, if you don't get the ripe ones, then it's going to be kind of stiff. So you got to do a lot of stabbing and jabbing, right? Stabbing and jabbing. Yeah, I like that shit. God damn, I like that. I like to stab me a motherfucker. Shit. Hey, oh shit, we got a runner. We got a runner, folks. Hey! Alright. Now, once you get the pieces broke down, then you can stir. But see, right now, get a good look at this here, right here, folks. See that big ass piece in the center? You break it down with the fork, so when it's time to stir, you can. Right? Now you turn it, and you see what's needing to be broke down. Yeah, I don't like a mess, but goddamn it, this shit it'll give you a motherfucking mess. Alright. So that means you gotta do a little more stabbing and jabbing. Get that sumbitch right. Alright. Get that sumbitch right. But as you see, slowly, it's blending. Now you can stir it up. Alright, but you need a little bit of seasoning. Okay, now take a good look at that. You can still see all your ingredients. You can identify all your ingredients. Right? Cool. Now this is what I do. I throw a little salt. Yeah, I know, I don't like sodium. I don't like fucking with a lot of sodium. But with this here, you do need a little bit of sodium. You need a little bit of salt. Right? There you go. Now you see that? You blend that shit. So you really don't taste it, but it gives you that extra little piece that you need. And just a tad bit. Tapatio. Not much, couple of drops. Now you blend. Alright. Now the reason why I'm mixing it in this bowl right here is that it already has a top to it. And it's easy to refrigerate. Dig it? Now, take a good look at that, folks. Check me out. See? You got nice chunks of avocado, you got your little onions, and you got your tomatoes. And you really can't even tell that you have hot sauce in there. But Tapatio is really not a hot sauce. Tapatio is a cooking aid for me to put that extra little twist on it. You did? Now, again, the reason why I used a pre-sized container, it used to have this in here, but I got something else in here. It's easier to store. Easy to put away, right? Got a top. You in the game. All right, now. That's the homemade, let's see, right chop. Let me look for the right chop. There we go. Now, that's the homemade guacamole. Look at that. See? Another reason. Guacamole. Fuck Stater Brothers. That's R8dr Rog. Now, we're going to slide this son bitch over to the side. Rinse off. And now we need to make our salsa. All right? Again, I don't like a goddamn mess. So this is what I do. I wipe and clean every goddamn thing. Cause I don't like that shit, man. It's a fucking nuisance. Gets in my goddamn way. Alright. Clean your blade. Rinse this off. Now it's time for the sauce. Dig it. I already chopped up that onion for that. We chopped up that onion to make up the guacamole. Now, check this out. My brother Droopy, rest in peace, he showed me a good way to whack an onion real fast. Dig it? Take the first layer off, Reason being, sometimes that first layer always got something fucked up on it. Right? There we go. So now I just need to whack me a few pieces. I'm not gonna make a lot of salsa because not everybody like the salsa I make. And that's because I like my shit spicy as fuck. Alright, we got our onions. Break down, turn, and we start the mix. And we start mincing it because, again, I don't like one thing to overtake the next thing. I like everything to have an even motherfucking blend. Yeah, I know you're thinking, oh shit, onions make your ass cry. Yeah, but if you start moving fast, motherfucker, your ass won't cry. Or you can play that game and then just tell your old lady, baby, I was just thinking about you and I just love you so much. And just start crying. I'm fucking with you. Hell nah, nigga. Nah. Alright, now dig it. Now we mince this. We mince it. And we mince. And we mince. I do the onions first because they're the hardest ones. And you see a lot of these little puppies is running. That's alright, they can run. But I gotta keep going. You alright, boy? My cameraman's catching full effect. He getting fucked up. You okay, boy? You crying?
No, not yet.
You ain't crying about old girl? Or is it the onions?
Stupid.
I'm just fucking with you. You crying about the onions?
Not crying though.
Not yet. Like I say, that's another reason why I keep my countertop clean, so I catch all running pieces. Get your ass in there. Mince it, mince it, mince it. Now, check me out, folks. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm gonna show you how to make a good bomb fresh ass motherfucking blend on your steak burritos, right? Now, I already took the liberty of cooking the steak meat, black beans, and Spanish style rice-a-roni. Now, you see tears coming out my eyes. That's because I'm so passionate about what I'm doing. That's why I got tears coming out my eyes. I just love cooking. Yeah, right, nigga, fuck you. I'm bullshit. I'm crying because these motherfuckers is potent. That's why you're supposed to chop these son of bitches real quick, right? Mince them, mince, 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 chop, mince, chop, mince, chop. Alright, we good with the onions. Now let me get my container. Here you go. Now it's too many onions, so I'm not going to use all of it. Just enough. Okay. Homemade salsa. Matter of fact, I'm going to need a bigger dish. Alright, now check it. Alright, get all this shit. Get all this shit. And what I will do is just separate how much I want to put in the other container. And again, you need a tomato. Right? Need that tomato. Now we're gonna wax this tomato, de-seed it, like I always do. Right? Get out of here. We're moving a little faster because we need to. Everybody ever seen a tomato throw up? Watch this. Yeah, that's how you motherfuckers be after a long night of drinking and shit, partying at the goddamn club. Alright, let's roll. Now the only difference is when you making guacamole and you making salsa, you don't dice them up like that. You don't put them into a you don't mince them up, right? What you do is you leave them in chunks so you can identify what it is that you're fucking with. Just like I did my tacos. Dig it. We twist, we turn, and we chop. Yeah, we still have a few seeds. And then some of them we have missed, and we do a little mince. Not much, but a little bit. Right? Because that is the main ingredient to a good salsa besides red onions, jalapenos, or serranos. Again, I don't waste shit. We leave larger chunks. Right? Twist and turn. Twist and turn. Now, to make it a salsa, you need chilies. And it doesn't matter how big you make your slices or if you make clean slices because you're going to have to break them down. Alright, now it also depends on how hot you like this shit. Again, clean your blade. And you do some whacking. Clean your blade because you got a lot of pieces that always want to run. These motherfuckers be trying to get away because they already know what the fuck is going on, right? But we don't want that. Now, seeing how I don't have no goddamn blender, this is how you gotta do it. Some pieces can be bigger than others, don't matter. And you take it, drop it. Clean, sweet, drop. Clean, sweet, drop. And again, a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. Right there. And not only that, take about 2 capfuls lemon juice. Even if it spills over, it's not gonna hurt nobody. Take that onion, put that in there, tomatoes run in there. Look, we got some more of those pieces. That's why it's important to keep your goddamn counter clean. Because when you got pieces that fall off, now you stir. Stir and mix. Stir and mix. And you kind of beat it a little bit because you want to smash the tomatoes up as much as you can. Now, if I had a fucking blender, then that should be done in about 0.7 seconds. But seeing how I don't, and y'all know I don't, this is what your boy gotta do. But check it, right? Cool, cool. But not done yet. Because I don't have a blender. Look out for your boy. Shit. Help a nigga out. Do a little smashing. Like a goddamn mashed potatoes. Right? Use a mashed potato smasher. Smash and twist, smash and twist. All right. Now, take a good look at that, folks. Colorful, pretty, and done. Now, we're going to slide this over. We're going to drop this, move this. Get all this out the way. Now it's time to make a goddamn burrito. Clean up. Clean up. All right. Get a plate. We're gonna go with nation. Old school way of lighting up your tortilla. Turn that flame on. Turn that tick off because it's a pain in the ass. I don't like hearing that goddamn shit. There you go. Now, while you put it on the flame, you got to be careful not to burn yourself, but also to watch it. Now, check it. It's there. Flip it. Right? Little flame burn don't mean nothing. Hold on. It puffs up. You stop. First thing. Beans. Always lace your burrito with beans. Now this one here, I use black beans. Right? Just a little bit. Couple ticks more. Right? Now, I mentioned earlier rice-a-roni. Reason why is because rice-a-roni has a nice flavor and they have a whole lot of different other flavors that you can mix with. Dig it. This one here is called Spanish. And it has a need for whole tomatoes. With this on spicy little pieces. Dig it? A little bit. Not much. Now, we going with steak meat. Now, the steak meat looks like ground beef, but it's not. That's because I minced it. This is steak meat that I pre-seasoned, pre-cooked, had it ready to go. Let's roll. Now, how I did my steak meat was this. I marinated that motherfucker over 24 hours. I used A1 steak sauce. Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of Tapatio hot sauce. All right? And just a smidgen, couple of drops of some motherfucking teriyaki sauce. All right? Now we got to get the cheese. All right? Cheese. Quick sprinkle drop. Guacamole. Y'all just saw me make that. Right? Homemade salsa. Right? Don't need too much because again, you don't want shit to be too spicy. Some folk like spicy, some folk don't. Last touch to the R8dr Rog Supreme Steak Burrito. Sour cream. Now, dig it. What you do, you gotta fold here. Now watch my hands, folks. I turn that around. Roll it bastard over. You see it peels under? You gotta push it back a little bit. See, this sumbitch is so fat. Then you cup it. See that? Cup it. Tuck the sides. Cup it. And roll. And stuff. A little sloppy. You just take that off. And there you go. I just showed you how to make R8dr Rog Steak Burrito. Supreme. Super stuffed steak burrito. Dig it. It's your boy R8dr Rog. Get your motherfucking grub on. Peace.